Hi, mamas. Something I want to talk about: black and white thinking. I actually have utilized that coping mechanism unknowingly for a good chunk of my life. And I'm so grateful now that I have the terminology and I understand that that is kind of a childlike way of thinking that we get kind of stuck in if we're going through really hard things that we have to try to make sense of when we're little. And so we see it a lot online. We see it a lot right now, post election climate, where we need to make some position or some persons all good or all bad. And it's sort of like us versus them. It's a way to help ourselves feel safe and to make sense of the world. But it's a trauma response. It is a coping mechanism that got us through when we were children. And unfortunately, it's really prevalent among a lot of adults today. And so I think it's important that we be aware of that, and we also be aware of guiding our children around not falling into the black and white thinking. Nothing is 100% bad, pretty much. Like the vast majority of things. No person is 100% bad. And even the things people do that are evil, while it doesn't excuse it, there are always reasons for that. Whether it's some severe imbalance or toxicity, or it's a lot of trauma, or a combination of the above, right? So it's important that we can sit with the tension of reality that's uncomfortable, that everything isn't 100% black and white. And when people tend to fall into that camp, there's usually some unhealed trauma underneath it. And that's not to shame anybody, it's just to say this is common. A lot of us deal with it. We don't realize we're using this kind of thinking, and it's something for us to work on. It's something for us to model working on for our children and to help just create a culture that's saner, right? More level-headed, more kind, more able to build bridges and see the things that we can agree upon. So I am a strong believer that most positions and issues, it's both and. There is truth in all the different sides and opinions. There is validity to each person's experience and emotions. It doesn't really help anything or anyone for us to take a really intensely polarized position where we're making the other side bad, right? How does that serve anyone? So just be mindful of that. I would love to know if you have experience with falling into black and white thinking, um, if you've seen a lot of it. And also, if you don't really know how to get underneath these kinds of coping mechanisms that may be popping up and sabotaging your life in different ways, I would be thrilled to be a life coach for you. I offer an introductory session for just $29 a whole hour, and we can see what we can see about that's going on and get you to where you want to be in life. All right, mamas, have a good one.